Hello. Today is the feast day of Erzulie Dantor, who is known as the Haitian voodoo Loa of war and liberation. She is also honored in some lineages of the 21 division, including my spiritual lineage. So today I am going to be, she asked me to do a pick a card message for the collective for a message from her. Now keep in mind, I will be channeling what she is saying. The cards are just an anchor for the message she's bringing through. So I always say, in order to be any of the Loa's messengers, you need to go through proper ceremonies so that it is safe for you to be a messenger of the Loa. Okay? All right. So, like I said, she asked me to use the tarot as an anchor for the messages that she's going to be giving. So I will be giving a card for each pile, and then I will be channeling a message from her for each pile. Okay. Today is her feast day, and later on today, for those who participated, we will be doing a feast day healing ritual. Okay. All right. Please give me a message. Please give me a card that is related to the message for pile number 1. Erzulie Dantor traditionally doesn't speak, so she speaks to me telepathically. Your message for pile number 1. The first pile number 1, your card that Erzulie Dantor is giving to anchor the message that she has, the channeled message that she has for you today, is the Fool. So if you are drawn to pile number 1, make sure you comment your pile below so that you can lock in the pile. And ask your spirit guides which pile is for you, and which pile, whatever resonates, take it, and whatever does not, does not. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so if you want a reading specific to you, you need to book a reading on highpriestessmay.com. I will never contact you via DMs or anything like that. Only on my website can you book. So if you are drawn to this card, this is the anchor for the message, the channeled message that Erzulie Dantor has for you today. It is the Fool card. Pile number 1, the Fool. Oh, there we go. Pile number 2, Page of Cups. I'm sorry, is that the page or the Knight? The Knight of Cups. That's weird. No, I'm sorry. This is the page. I don't know why it has a knight on the top, because this is definitely the Page of Cups. Maybe there's a message in that, in the fact that it is, there's a knight up here, a knight symbol, but this is actually the Page of Cups. So pile number 2, the anchor for your channel message today is the Page of Cups. I think there's a message in the fact that there's a mistake on this card that I had never noticed before. There's a message there. She's already starting to tell me the message, but I'm gonna wait, okay? Okay. And then what card anchors the message for pile number 3, please? For those of you drawn to pile number 3, you have the 9 of Cups upside down. Nine of Cups upside down. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start with, let's flip those over and start with pile number 1's message first. Pile number 1. The anchor for your message from Erzulie Dantor is the Fool card. Okay. So if you were drawn to this pile, this tells me that you are starting on a new journey. And you are being asked by Erzulie Dantor that no matter how many people might bark at you or give you their opinion, pile number 1, that you do not need to listen to them. You need to simply listen to the divine guidance that you are receiving within you from your God. Okay? It is time to now take a leap of faith, to follow the message, to follow the divine guidance that the mysteries of light and God have put within you. It feels like a sense of starting over. So you might have been on a particular path for a very long time, and now you are being asked to have the faith to start over. And to know that this new start, because the Fool is right up, this new start is going to be in your benefit. Okay? So, this new start is going to benefit you. So again, you might have lost a lot of things. You might have to give up a lot of things that you were used to for a while. You might have to have maybe, some of you might have to have given up the place you were living in without really knowing which place you were going to next. And maybe having to put your stuff in storage and then traveling. But know that this is a start. This is a fresh start. Some of you may be moving from like one state to another or one country to another and not really sure why you're being guided to make this transition. But she is asking you to trust. Okay, she's asking you to trust. And the thing that really tells me that you're going to be okay, pile number 1, more than okay, is the fact that these golden rays are behind you. The golden rays of light. Okay? The golden rays of divine blessing are behind you. And they're lighting the way. Okay? There is no foolishness in this card, even though he is the Fool. This is there is no foolishness in this path. There is a sense of innocence going into a new path, following the guidance of your inner child, of a healed inner child, of a loving inner child, and being divinely guided by Spirit. There may be many who may criticize you and not understand why you are choosing to go down this path. Don't worry about them. She is saying, don't worry about it. Okay. Because this path is going to lead you to your ultimate happiness. It's going to lead you to your ultimate success. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. The 4 of Cups. And you know what? And we have here the Page of Wands. This is a new journey. A new learning journey. She is saying, follow the magic. Follow the magic. Follow the magic. Follow what makes your inner child happy. This is going to be a time that is a path that is going to lead to your success, to your fulfillment, the fulfillment of your dreams. If you stay persistent on this path and do not be dissuaded away from this path. Okay. It's going to be a path that's going to eventually lead to peace and joy and the purging of trivial problems and matters. This is a path that's going to allow you to bring your dreams and your magic to life. Like I said, you know what struggles you have ahead of you. Spirit is asking you to keep your secrets close to your chest right now, to keep your cards close to your chest, to protect your dreams from people at this time. To keep your knowledge to yourself right now, because there are many people who seek to steal it. So she is saying, be careful. Keep your secrets to yourself at this time. Especially if you have a knowledge of something in particular that is very important to you. She's also saying, however, people can try to steal your secrets, but they will never know what you know, because you and you alone have had to walk this path. This knowledge is sacred. And no matter how much someone may try to steal it, it's not going to be something they're going to be able to easily steal. Because in order to steal this, truly steal this, they would have to go through all of the hardships that you have gone through, and I doubt that they will want to. I see you needing to let go of people who hurt you. Needing to let go of addictions, especially addictions to certain people. Addictions to substances, possibly. And to heartache. Okay? I see you choosing to follow your soul's purpose and your divine destiny. I see a helper coming into your life. Pile number 1. A person or spirit that is going to assist you on this path. And that is going to bring to you what you have been looking for a very long time. Whatever that is, what you truly need is going to be brought. This is something you have been waiting for a very long time. For some of you, it's going to be a divine soulmate connection. For others, it's a surprise. For others, it's a leaving behind struggles and tribulations. No longer being tried over and over and over again. It is finally being able to persevere. It is finally being able to succeed. It is finally being able to have momentum. It is finally being able to be a boss. To sit on the throne that you were destined for. Because you, pile number 1, were destined to be a boss. And there have been people who have tried to emotionally manipulate you to give up your throne. And remember, only the royalty are taught the secrets. So even if you are dressed in peasant clothing, if you are being taught the secrets by the divine. You are royal. Gracias, la misericordia. That is your message, pile number 1 from Erzulie, Dantor. Thank you for joining me. You may be drawn to more than one pile. That's perfectly fine. Take what resonates, leave what does not. All readings are for spiritual purposes only. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on highpriestessmay.com. There is no other way to book with me. I will never ask you for anything via any other source besides highpriestessmay.com. And don't forget to join my alerts group on my bio or on highpriestessmay.com. I also have an alerts group that you can join that will help you stay in the know about what community rituals and messages I will be doing. Okay, pile number 2. Your significator is the Page of Cups. But there's a little mistake on this card that I never noticed before, and there is a knight's helmet on it. Now, this can indicate to me 2 things. 1, on one side, there may be someone who has been pretending to be a knight in shining armor coming to your rescue, but maybe they're not as promising as they may seem. On the other side, this could be an aspect of yourself graduating from being a page and a newbie in the emotional sector and in the psychic sector, in the spiritual sector, and graduating to a new level. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what other messages Erzulie has for you. Dantor has for you. You are a warrior. And many secrets are being revealed to you. You've carried with you much pain and betrayal, worries. But the sun is coming up on a very long night of darkness. You have the power now to set yourself free because you have gained a little bit more spiritual power, emotional wisdom, and you have passed the tests that were put before you. Secrets are currently being downloaded to you. So there is a sense of elevation from baby panther to big panther. Pile number 2. Your soul itself is a warrior, is a queen or a king. So we have the King and Queen of Wands here. So you may be a fire sign, but these could also be aspects of yourself as well. You don't have to be a fire sign. The Queen of Wands is someone who takes risks no matter what might come. She does not care about the fire because the fire cannot burn her. The King of Wands is someone who takes calculated risks. Someone who knows how to be a boss and a leader. But Spirit is warning you to be careful not to be egotistical, to stay humble, but know your own power. especially in your relationship, in your romantic relationship. Make sure to stay humble, but still know and maintain your own power. For many of you, pile number 2, you are being introduced to your magical power, to your spiritual and magical abilities. And it's being done through trials and tribulations, or through relearning of a lesson that you previously experienced. You might feel like you're repeating something, like you're going over something again. And Spirit is saying, this is time. This is your graduation. This is the final test. You have the power to set yourself free. But in order to do so, you must let go of the pain within you. The pain that has held you back for so long. The emotional and mental anguish. This to me would indicate the need for something like an emotional cord removal session, which I offer if you book a consultation. And the need for maybe doing some hex breaking on yourself to remove the bindings that you have put on yourself through your own limiting beliefs, thoughts, and words. Your soul contract, pile number 2, has a lot to do with overcoming obstacles. You have a little bit of work to do, but your trials and tribulations are almost over. Here, it's because you have just started not started, but you're halfway through the lesson of becoming spiritually and emotionally balanced. Spiritually and emotionally mature. Okay? You have already passed the soul contract lesson of being a warrior. Now, Spirit is telling you it's time to graduate as a spiritual and as an emotionally mature warrior. Okay? Because as a fire warrior, you may be quick to anger. You may be quick to pull out your sword to fight because you are used to the fight. You live for the fight. But now it's time to learn to do things a different way. It's time to learn to maybe be a little bit more emotionally intelligent, a little bit more spiritually intelligent, in order to overcome those final obstacles in your soul contract. Okay? Have a little bit more discernment of where you put your energy, and a little bit more discernment of how you use your magic. Remember, your words cast spells upon yourself and others. Do the work. There's emotional work to be done. The warrior part, you're already a warrior. But now you have to learn how to be an emotionally mature warrior. How to be the warrior in the garden rather than a gardener at war. It's time for you to focus on your spiritual and emotional elevation. And leave the physical fights behind. Journaling, healing heartbreak, healing from betrayal, overcoming emotional challenges, putting down burdens that are not your own, releasing toxic relationships is what's left over that stands between you and your ultimate happiness. So let me break it down for you, pile number 2. It's funny that I was just talking about soul contracts today. You have just entered into a period of a shift in your soul contract. From being a physical warrior, focused on the physical world, you have graduated that war. And now you are moving on energetically into an emotional and spiritual war, where the sun will come up in your favor if you let go of limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, limiting words, and stop casting dark hexes on yourself with your negative words and negative thoughts. If you let go of toxic relationships and toxic behaviors, and do a little bit of shadow healing too. Some journaling. Let go of burdens that are no longer yours to carry. And open yourself up to happiness. And you will conquer this emotional war and graduate to the King of Cups, who is the most emotionally mature of the suit. But just to warn you, you're still not as mentally mature as you think you are, pile number 2. But that's okay. The emotional and the spiritual maturity that you're going to gain in the next part of your phase of your life, next phase of your soul contract, is going to help you become more mentally mature. It's going to also help you become more mentally powerful and be able to be victorious and conquer over all of your obstacles, to be granted all of your wishes. And after that, you will graduate to all of the abundance that the earth has to offer for you. And you'll be able to have your cake and eat it too. All right, number 2. That's your message from Erzulie, Dantor. All right, let's go ahead and see. All right, that was the message for pile number 2. If you came in late, you can go ahead and rewatch it. Again, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on highpriestessmay.com. That is the only way to book with me, highpriestessmay.com and highpriestessmay.com only. No other way. Okay? Also, if you wish to do any work with the Loa, if you wish to receive assistance from the Loa, you can book a consultation with me, and we can ask them if they are willing to assist you in your case. All right. Okay. Okay, pile number 3, your energy is very, very heavy. I get a large sense of sadness and dissatisfaction, okay? The card that is anchoring your energy is the 9 of Cups upside down. Now, the 9 of Cups right side up usually is a card that is all about having gratitude, being very content with your life. But here, it's the opposite for you. And based on the energy that Dantor just had me feel from you, I get a sense that there is a lot of dissatisfaction in your life. Dantor, what is your message for pile number 3? Please. But she's telling me that the dissatisfaction is coming from crying over spilled milk. Not having let go of the past. Not wanting to accept that you can't control how the past was or is. Not wanting to cut cords with something that is draining your energy. Something or someone. Or many someones. You want to bring them along in your spiritual journey, and she is saying no one can force someone else to walk alongside of them. Only those who are ready will walk the path. Those who are not ready cannot be forced to walk the path. So that may mean that you may have to leave behind some friends, some lovers, or some family that is not ready to walk the path with you. And to find a new family. But I feel like there's a part of you, pile number 3, that is ready to let go. Your inner child and your shadow self, they're done. They're done with this toxicity. They're done with this grief. They're done with all of this. And they're ready to let go. And they're egging you on. Cut the cord. Cut the cord. Cut the cord. I feel like even Archangel Azrael has visited you, who is the Archangel of Death, and tried to get you to cut the cord. I do feel, pile number 3, like you do need a cord cutting or a cord removal ceremony. So if you don't know how to do that, you can book a consultation and I can help you with that. It's like there's a part of you that is still so concerned about what those people said about you, or what those people say about you, or what those people might think, or what those people, maybe those people might change their mind, maybe those people might change, maybe those people will be different, blah, 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 all those things. No. It's time for you to center yourself within you and not others. So for a very long time, your sense of identity, your sense of happiness has been tied to other people. And the lesson in this lifetime for you, pile number 3, is to let go of attachments. That doesn't mean that you can't have a family. That doesn't mean that you can't have love. That doesn't mean that you can't have prosperity. That doesn't mean, no. It's about, attachment is about being defined by things outside of yourself. And toxic attachments cause us to define ourselves by things outside of ourselves. Oh, I'm defined by how does that person love me? Or the validation I get from someone else, or being defined by money, or being defined by the clothing that you wear, or being defined by the type of relationship you're in, or being defined by the friendships you have. Those are toxic attachments. And the only way for you to find true happiness is to find healthy attachments. People that are going to love you unconditionally the way that you love yourself. People that are not going to ask you to carry things for them without knowing that you don't have the capacity to carry something for them. They are going to fill your cup the way that you fill their cup. There's going to be balance. So your life lesson here, pile number 3, is to let go of toxic attachments to find balance within yourself, I'm hearing you need to do breath work, which is why I'm breathing the way I am. To clear your vessel of all this negative energy that you have been carrying with you. Balance, balance, balance. The Hierophant, the Temperance. Balance, balance, balance. You are going to receive what you give to others if you open yourself to receive. There is a part of you that identifies with giving more than you receive, and that is why you're struggling, because you are hoarding the energy of I'm giving all the time, because there is a power and a control in being the giver, even if you're not aware of it. You might have had instances where others would give to you and then throw it in your face. So you said, okay, I am not going to allow myself to receive. I'll just give, and then I will have that power over other people, because then they'll have to be grateful to me. But what that's actually doing is that it's draining you, because you're not using the good karma that you've accrued. You have like this pile of good karma points here waiting to be used, and you're completely drained because you don't want to use these karma points of, I did all this stuff for all these people, but I'm not open to receiving anything back because I don't want them to have power over me. But they can't have power over you because you've already given. So all they'll be doing is giving you back what you've given. It's time to give and receive. Not just give and not just take, but give and receive. There has to be balance between the two, giving and receiving. My apologies, my cat is snoring really loud. She has asthma. So it's time for you to have balance. Erzulie Dantor is also saying it's time for you to love yourself more and have more balance in what you eat. So balancing your healthy and your unhealthy stuff that you eat, that you consume. All of the cards here are pointing to balance. Almost every single card has 3 people on it, which is representative of the triangle. And the triangle, the top point cannot be held up without the support of the other 2 points. Like this, right? So Spirit is saying right now, you've been in this position, which is the masculine, which is the giving. Oh, look at all the hearts. In this giving position, which is the masculine, and you need to now turn it upside down, which is the receiving position of the feminine, whether you're a male or female. You need to put the balance back into yourself. And allowing Spirit to bring into your life, because Spirit is bringing people into your life. Spirit is pushing people out, but the reason why you haven't received the new people in your life, pile number 3, is because you won't let go of the old people. You won't. It's like, these people did this to me, these people did this to me, and I'm not letting go until I see them pay for what they did. And Spirit is saying, you're never going to be happy if you don't let go of those people, so that those people can receive their judgment. So you have to release those people. You have to release those situations, whether it's people or work or whatever it is, that situation that you're still crying over, or that you're still worrying about, or that still pops into your mind. You might be having dreams about these people, and that's because your subconscious is still trying to resolve that situation and trying to fix that situation. And Spirit is saying, let it go. Let it go. Because other people are waiting to enter your life, but they can't come into your life if you're still unhealed. Because, for example, think of it this way. This is the way that I think of dimensions, right? Of elevation. If you think of them as floors in a building, the people who hurt you are in building, let's say they're in the basement. And you're meant to go up to like the 13th floor. The people who hurt you are in the basement, but you keep yourself stuck in the 3rd floor because you are like, I'm waiting here until those people come up from the basement and they apologize to me and they give me what I deserve. Okay? But they're in the basement already. They are hurting themselves more than you could. They're already paying for what they've done. You just might not be able to see it because they're good at hiding it. Okay? But you're on the 3rd floor. They're in the basement. Okay? With the rats. So they're in the basement still. You're on the 3rd floor, and you have the opportunity to move up to keep moving up. But the only person who is keeping you from moving up is you. It's you. Because you haven't cut the cord. You have to cut the cord so that the elevator can go all the way up to the 13th floor. So that door can be opened. So that those people that are waiting for you on the 13th floor can meet you. So that you can have your glow up. And then when those people who are in the basement see you on the 13th floor, that's when they're going to apologize. That's when they're going to want to be in your energy, because they're going to want to benefit from your energy. And that's when you can be like, no, thank you, next. Okay. No, it's not her this time. It's my cat. Okay. So, get yourself up to the 13th floor, pile number 3. Find the people on the 13th floor. Let those people find you, and leave the people in the basement. Okay? Leave them. Let it go. Let it go. Because anyone who hurt you is only hurting themselves. Because Spirit will take care of them. But they can't do that if you won't let them do their job. Let it go. All right. Thank you for joining me. And if you join the Erzulie Dantor Feast Day Healing Betrayal Ritual, I will see you later today. Many blessings. Remember, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, the only way to do so is on highpriestessmay.com. I thank Erzulie Dantor for her messages today on her feast day. Many blessings.